a cow's dream, leaving the pasture for higher learning. Bessie was no ordinary cow. Sure, she grazed, she mooed, she even enjoyed the occasional mud bath. But Bessie had a secret. She longed for more than the farm. Bessie dreamed of college. She would stare up at the night sky. Bessie imagined herself in a cap and gown, a PhD in biology. She'd moo softly to herself. Her best friend, a rooster named Reginald, thought she was nuts. College? Cows don't go to college, he'd cluck, shaking his head. But Bessie was determined. She spent her days reading discarded newspapers. She'd sneak into the farmhouse to watch documentaries. Bessie was going to college. Nothing would stop her. One day, a flyer tumbled out of the farmer's truck. It was an application to MooU, a prestigious university known for its agriculture program. This was her chance. Bessie carefully filled out the application. She used her hooves to type. It was slow going. She even got a recommendation from the farm's old sheepdog professor. Weeks turned into months. Bessie almost lost hope. Then, one glorious morning, a letter arrived. It was stamped with the MooU seal. Bessie held her breath as she opened it. Acceptance and arrival, moving into the dorms and first day jitters. Holy cow, Bessie shouted. I'm in! Reginald almost choked on his corn. The whole farm was in an uproar. Nobody, not even a cow, had ever gone to college before. Bessie packed a suitcase. It mostly consisted of hay and her favourite books. She said goodbye to her friends. Bessie promised to visit. Then she set off on the biggest adventure of her life. Arriving at MooU was overwhelming. The campus was huge. There were buildings taller than any barn she'd ever seen. Students rushed by, talking about exams and parties. Bessie felt a twinge of doubt. What had she gotten herself into? Just then, a friendly sheep wearing glasses approached her. "You must be Bessie," she bleated. "I'm your roommate, Wendy." Wendy showed Bessie their dorm room. It was small but cozy. Bessie had to sleep on the floor. Her bed was too big. They spent the afternoon unpacking. Wendy told Bessie all about MooU. Bessie learned about the different clubs and classes. She even found out about the annual cow patty toss competition. Maybe college wouldn't be so bad after all. Campus capers, utter chaos in the classroom and making moo friends. Bessie's first class was Biology 101. She was excited to learn more about her favourite subject. The only problem, the seats were a bit too small. Bessie ended up getting stuck. The professor had to call campus security to get her out. It wasn't the best start. Things got easier. Bessie made friends with a group of pigs in her philosophy class. They'd have lively debates about the meaning of life while munching on snacks. She even joined the school's debate team. Bessie's arguments, often punctuated with a well-timed moo, were legendary. She could out-logic even the toughest opponents. One day, during a particularly difficult biology exam, Bessie noticed her friend, a goat named Gary, was struggling. He couldn't reach the question at the top of the page. Without hesitation, Bessie leaned over and used her horns to gently tip the exam paper down for Gary. He aced the test. Gary was eternally grateful. Bessie learned that even a cow could be a hero. PhD party graduating with honours and inspiring a generation of farm animals. Years flew by. Bessie excelled in her studies. She spent countless hours in the library. She even conducted groundbreaking research on the digestive system of ruminants. Her professors were amazed by her dedication and intellect. They said she was the most remarkable student they'd ever met. Finally, the big day arrived. Graduation. Bessie, wearing a specially designed cap and gown, proudly walked across the stage to receive her PhD in biology. The crowd erupted in cheers. Reginald, who was visiting from the farm, crowed with pride. Bessie had done it. Bessie's story became a sensation. Newspapers wrote about the Moovelous doctor, Bessie. She even appeared on The Ellen Show. Bessie used her newfound platform to advocate for animal education. "Don't let anyone tell you what you can or cannot achieve," she mooed to a crowd of cheering animals. "If a cow can get a PhD, anything is possible." From that day on, Bessie became an inspiration to animals everywhere. She proved that with hard work and determination, even the most unconventional dreams could come true.